Singapore Mathematics Curriculum, West Spring Primary School, End of Year Examination 2024, Primary 3, Mathematics. Total duration for this paper is 1 hour 30 minutes. Let's read the instructions to candidates. Write your name, register number, class, and math group below. Do not turn over this page until you are told to do so. Follow all instructions carefully. Answer all questions. Write all your answers in this booklet. This booklet consists of 16 printed pages, including the cover page. Let's get started. Section A. Questions 1 to 2 carry 1 mark each, and questions 3 to 9 carry 2 marks each. For each question, 4 options are given. One of them is the correct answer. Write the correct answer in the bracket provided. Section A is 16 marks. In 8,327, the digit 3 is in the what place? Let me mark out the digit 3. So the digit 7 is in the ones place. The digit 2 is in the tens place. And the digit 3 is in the hundreds place. So that would be option 3. Question 2. Which one of the following numbers has the greatest value for the digit 2? Let me mark out all the digit 2 in the 4 options given here. So we can see that this column are all the ones place, followed by the tens place, hundred place, and the thousands place. So they are asking me for the greatest value for the digit 2. So it has to be 2000 here. Option 2. Question 3. 3 kilogram and 18 gram is equals to how many gram? So this question is testing me on conversion of units. We know that 1 kilogram is equals to 1000 gram. So 3 kilogram is equals to 3000 gram. Therefore, 3 kilogram and 18 gram is 3018 gram. So 3018 gram. Option 2. Question 4. The perimeter of the shaded figure is how many cm? So perimeter is the outline of the shaded figure. So looking at the grid here, the grid is made of small squares of 1 cm by 1 cm. So I will have to count, mark out the starting point, Where I start is where I end. This is to ensure that I cover the entire perimeter of the figure. So let's do the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So the perimeter is 20 centimeters. Option 3. Question 5. Arrange the following fractions in order from the smallest to the largest. So I'm given half, 3/4, and 3/7. So looking at this, I know that 3/7 is less than half. 3 times 2 is 6. So if I divide one whole into 7 portions, taking only 3 portions, that means I'll be taking less than half. 3/4 is bigger than half. So once I use this technique, compare with half, then I'll be able to see that the smallest is 3/7. It is less than half. Followed by half and bigger than half is 3/4. So I do an arrangement first. So the smallest is 3/7. Choosing from my option, 3/7, half, and 3/4. Option 2 is correct. Moving on to page 4 now. What is the volume of water shown in the beaker below? What is the volume of water shown in the beaker below? Let's look at the scale that is marked on the beaker. So every 100 milliliters is marked. So the midpoint between 0 and 100 has to be 50. So the shorter line, I'll mark 50. So we're counting by 50. I see that the water is at this level. So in between 200 and 300, the midpoint would be 250. My answer is option 3, 250 milliliters. Question 7. Which of the fractions below is greater than 5/12 but smaller than 11/12? I know that 5/12 is less than half. 6 out of 12 is exactly half. 6 out of 12 is exactly half. So 5 out of 12 is less than half. Now 11 out of 12 is greater than half. So I want something that is in between. So this is smaller than half and this is greater than half. So in between will be half. Option 1. Let's check the others also. 1/3 is less than half. So if I'm going to represent it on a fraction bar line, if this is 0, this is 1, and this is my half, (5/12) will be somewhere here. And this is 11/12. So half is greater than 5 out of 12, but smaller than 11 out of 12. So it satisfies the criteria set by the question here. 1/3 is less than half, so it will not be trapped. We wanted this region here. But 1/3 is outside. 1/4 is also, 1/4 is actually 3 out of 12. So it'll be somewhere here, out of our region. 1/6 is 2 out of 12. Okay, somewhere here. So it's out. So my answer is only option 1. Question 8. The sign below shows the opening hours of a barber shop. How long is the barber shop open each day? Opening hours is 10:55 to 20:00. So convert this 24-hour clock to something easier for ourselves. That would be 8 p.m. So this is 10:55 a.m. So from 10:55 to 11 a.m., that will be 5 minutes. From 11 a.m. to 12 noon is 1 hour. From 12 noon all the way to 8 p.m. is 8 hours. So after drawing this timeline, I'll be able to see the duration where the shop is open. That would be 9 hours and 5 minutes. 9 hours and 5 minutes, option 1. Mrs. Raj baked 361 cookies. She gave them to each of her 7 children equally and had some cookies left. How many cookies had she left? So by giving the cookies to her 7 children, she's dividing the 361 cookies into 7 equal portions. So we shall carry out long division to do this. 361 divide by 7. How many 7 give me a number that's close to 36? I know that 5 times 7 is 35. 36 minus 35 is 1. Pull down the 1. I cannot have 2 7 because 2 7 is 14, which is exceeding 11 already. So I can only put 1. 1 times 7 is 7. 11 minus 7 is 4. So this is the remainder, which is what she has left. So how many cookies had she left? 4. Option 2. Do not make the mistake of writing 4 directly. You are to choose the option that is 4. So the option is 2. Some students put 4 here and you got it wrong. We are done with section A. So moving on to section B. Questions 10 to 13 carry 1 mark each, and questions 14 to 21 carry 2 marks each. Write your answers in the spaces provided. For questions which require units, give your answers in the units stated. Section B is out of 20 marks. Question 10. Write 6,048 in numbers. 6,000 and 48 in numbers. So we see that the 100 place is 0. So 6,000 and 48. Study the number pattern. What is the missing number? So I see that the number pattern is going in a decreasing trend. Check that the digit that's different. The digit that's different is at the hundreds place. So let me mark it out. The 2 here stand for 200. The 1 here stand for 100. So it is a decrease of 100. So minus 100. Let's finish checking the remaining numbers in the pattern. So it is still the 100 place that is changing. Check that the 1000, 10 and the ones place remain the same. So from 900 to 800, it is a decrease of 100. From 800 to 700 is also a decrease of 100. So this is a constant decrease of 100. So 2, 1 become 0. The rest of the digit remains the same at their respective places. So 3000 is still 3000, 79 is still 79. So the missing number is 3079. Question 12. Arrange the following numbers in order, starting with the smallest. So 7,000, 9,000. So the 7,000 are the smaller one. 900, 0, So 7,049 is the smallest number here. So I compare the 1,000 place first. And then I compare the 100 place. So the next one will be 7,940. Now I left with the two numbers that is 9,000. So 9,400 is bigger than 9,000. 0 at the 100th place, right? So 400 is bigger than the 0. So this is the biggest. 9,407 is the biggest. So just fill up the rest. Question 13. How many angles inside the figure are smaller than a right angle? As a revision, smaller than right angle is called acute angle. So to help you see better, we can use a ruler. Okay, so beginning with this angle first, we see that it is bigger than 90 degrees. How about the next one here? Also bigger than 90 degrees. This is bigger than 90 degrees also. This angle here, if we put a ruler here. So this is bigger than 90. These two are smaller than 90 degrees. This one here and this one. So they're asking me to count how many angles smaller than right angle. There are 2 angles. 2 acute angles. Question 14a. Find the difference between 4,573 and 8,329. So difference. To find difference, I subtract the 2 numbers. Taking the bigger number, subtract the smaller number. Make sure you copy the numbers according to the values given in the question. So 9 minus 3 is 6. 2. So 12 minus 7 is 5. 12 minus 7 is 5. 2. So 12 minus 5 is 7. So 7 minus 4 is 3. So the difference is 3,756. (14b), what is the missing number in the box? So look at the operation sign, plus. 3 plus 6 is 9. 7 plus 5 is 12. So put the 1 here, 12. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus what gave me 3? So actually I'm asking myself, 6 plus what give me 13? 7. So this is 7. So 1 plus 5 plus 7 is 13. So 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. So that's correct. The missing number would be 7. Question 15. Find the area of the rectangle ABCD below. A, B, C, D. Okay, something wrong with the labeling. So A, B, C. Let's change this to C. And this is D. So now we have A, B, C, D here. We have to find the area. Area of rectangle. Recall how to find the area of rectangle. Area of rectangle is equals to length times breadth. Length is 6 cm, breadth is 4 cm. So 6 times 4, 24. What is the unit? Cm times cm is cm square. Square centimeter. The unit is already given. Question 16. Express your answer in the simplest form. So this is a fraction subtraction. In order for me to subtract, I make sure that the parts are divided into equal parts. So this out of 3, this out of 6. I need to change to common denominator. Common multiple of 3 and 6 is 6. So change into common denominator first. 3 times 2 is 6. So numerator also times 2. So it's 4. The second fraction remains as 1 out of 6. So from here, 4 take away 1, 3 out of 6. Remember, leave your final answer in simplest form. So 3 out of 6 is half. So final answer is half. Question 17. Kate and her friends drank 3 packets of milk. How much milk did they drink altogether? Express your answer in liters and milliliters. So 3 packets of milk, each 450 milliliters. So 450 times 3. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1, 13. So 1350 milliliters. To change it to liters and milliliters, we know that 1000 ml is 1 liter. So that's 1 liter and 350 milliliters. Question 18. Mr. Tan went to attend an animal show. He arrived at 12:30 p.m. and watched the earliest possible show. The duration of the show is 45 minutes. What time did his show ended? So he watched the earliest possible show. Look at this. Which one is the earliest possible show? 11:15 a.m. is the earliest. And the duration of the show is 45 minutes. So from this timing, 11:15, 45 minutes later, what time is it? That would be 12 p.m. So his show ended at 12 p.m. I will write it as the same format as what is given in the question. So the question gave 2 dots, okay, and the question write AM and PM, so I should also write down my PM here. Question 19. John has $50. He wants to buy a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. What is the total cost of the t-shirt and a pair of shorts? Total cost. T-shirt and a pair of shorts. So I'll do a adding up. $34.80 plus $24.90. Make sure your decimal point is aligned. So 0 plus 0 cent is 0 cent. 8 plus 9, 17. Put the dot at the same place. 1 plus 4 is 9. 3 plus 2 is 5. So the total cost is $59.70. $59.70. Remember to write your dollar sign and remember to write your decimal point clearly. How much more does he need? So go back to the question. John has $50. But it cost him more than 50. So he does not have enough money. He needs more. Total cost is $59.70. But John only has $50. So he needs more money, right? How much more? 70 minus 0 is 70. Follow the decimal point. 59 minus 50 is 9. So he still needs $9.70. Question 20a. Draw a line perpendicular to line AB. AB is here. So I need to draw a line perpendicular to AB, which passes through point C. So using my ruler to help me, I want the line to pass through point C. And perpendicular. So I just have to, if I do like this, I won't be able to pass the line through C. So I have to shift until my line meets C. Make sure that the base of the ruler is still touching the line AB and the length of the ruler passes through C. So holding your ruler firmly in place, and then we can draw a straight line. So that's it, we are done. Perpendicular lines means they are forming right angle to each other. They intersect at a right angle. Question 20b. Name the pair of parallel lines in the figure below. Parallel lines never meet. Okay? So we can see that GH and FC are parallel lines. GH and FC are parallel lines. Question 21. Jenny is 15 years old now. Her brother is twice as old as her. How old was her brother 5 years ago? So Jenny is 15 years old now. Brother is twice. Twice means 2 times. So we can find out brother's age. Now. Brother's age now is 2 times Jenny's age. So 2 times 15 is 30. So brother's age now is 30 years old. 5 years ago, the brother would be younger. So brother's age 5 years ago is 30 minus 5, which is 25 years old. So my answer is 25. Now we are at section C. For questions 22 to 25, show your working clearly and write your answers in the spaces provided. The number of marks available is shown in the brackets at the end of each question, like this. So the bracket here shows me the marks for this question. Section C is out of 14 marks. Question 22. The bar graph shows the number of t-shirts sold in a week. Let me understand the graph first. I look at the horizontal axis, which tells me the days in a week. The vertical axis tells me the number of t-shirts sold. So part A, how many more t-shirts were sold on Tuesday than Wednesday? So Tuesday, reading from the graph, 20 t-shirts sold. Wednesday, looking at the graph, 8 sold. How many more? 20 minus 8, that would be 12. 12 more. The number of t-shirts sold on Friday was the total number of t-shirts sold on Monday and Wednesday. Monday and Wednesday. So going back to the graph, Monday, 16 sold. So Friday is the total number of Monday and Wednesday. So 16 plus 8 is 24. So on Friday, 24 t-shirts sold. The question asked me to draw on the graph the number of t-shirts sold on Friday. So I have to draw. Draw a bar above the Friday that shows 24 t-shirts sold. Make sure that your bar is the same width as all the other bars. Using a ruler to make sure your lines are straight. And we are done. Question 23. Mary baked some cookies. After throwing away 24 burnt cookies, she packed the remaining cookies into 8 tins. So I know that the remaining cookies is a multiple of 8. Each tin had 238 cookies. Since I have 8 tins and each tin had 238 cookies, so I can find the number of remaining cookies, those that she did not throw away. So each tin is 238 times 8 tins. 8 times 8 is 64. 3 times 8, 24, plus 6 is 30. 2 times 8 is 16, plus 3, 19. So 1,904 cookies were not thrown away. So the question asks for how many cookies she baked at first, which also include those that she thrown away. So we want to know before she thrown away how much she baked. So 1,904 plus 24. That would be 1,928. Answer 1,928. You have to show your working clearly to earn the 4 marks. Question 24. John has 1,968 bits at first. After giving Fatima 660 bits, he has 232 bits fewer than Fatima. How many bits did Fatima have in the end? So this kind of problem is best to draw a model. John, Fatima. So at first, John has 1,968 bits. So he gave Fatima 660 bits. Then he has 232 fewer bits than Fatima. So at the end, John has this much. And Fatima has more than John because John has fewer than Fatima in the end. So which means Fatima will have this much more, 232 more than John in the end. Now remember, this 660 is given to Fatima. So this much here, the shaded region here, is actually shifted to here, given to Fatima. So this part here is 660. The question asked me, how many bits did Fatima have in the end? So I can find out this region first. This part. To find this part, it is 660 minus 232. So 660 minus 232 is 428. So it's also this part here, 660, take away this 232, I will have 428 here. So to find out how much Fatima has, I take the initial number of bits that John has, which is 1968, subtract the 428. Fatima in the end get this much. So how many bits did Fatima have in the end? This is the amount that she has in the end. So I will take 1968, take away 428. Eight minus 8 is 0. 6 minus 2 is 4. 9 minus 4 is 5. And 1. So you can subtract according to the place values. Fatima had 1540 bits in the end. So I will pause here for a while for you to take a look at the model. Now we have one final question to do. Always check that it is written end of paper to ensure that you do not miss out any last pages. Question 25. Mr. Lee placed pins along a rectangle at an equal distance apart of 3 cm between each pin. So I see that the dot represents the pin and they are 3 cm apart. How many pins would he need altogether? This side is 15 cm. 15 cm, I will have 5 times of 3, right? 15 divided by 3, I will have 5 such intervals. Okay, notice that the intervals is 3 cm, but it does not mean the number of pins. Okay, so I will have 5 intervals since the length is 15 cm. So I already have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So I'll end here. So from here 9 cm, right? Again, I count the number of intervals. Each interval is 3 cm, so I have 1 interval of 3, 2 interval of 3, and then the third interval. So I will have to put dots here. So it's quite clear from here that on this side I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pins. So 6. We do not want to overcount at the corner. Bear in mind that this corner pin is shared by the vertical side also. So this is 6. Since I counted 6, I will not count this again. So plus 3. Right? This is counted already. Then I will have how many here? I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So plus 5. This one I have counted. So how many left? Remember this one I counted earlier because I counted 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this already counted. So I will left with only 2. Okay, 1, 2. So 6 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 is 16. You can do a very easy sum up. 2 plus 3 is 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. So total 16 pins. So I'll show you the diagram again. This question is tricky because the 3 cm represent the intervals. But you are supposed to count the pins, and you need to ensure that you do not undercount or overcount the corner pins. So we have come to the end of this paper. Practice makes perfect. So I hope after this practice, you become better at it. Keep practicing and you will always get better.